Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. This is Aaron with Dreams to Life Coaching. Thank you for joining me on my artist series. This is episode 3. Today we have an artist, DJ producer from San Diego, California, one of my favorites from SoCal. His name is Mitch Dodge. I'm actually really excited to bring him on. He's a phenomenal artist. He's a great live performer, and looking forward to really having a great conversation with him. So thank you so much for joining. Deborah, thank you. Stacy, thank you for joining. Love you. We'll give it a few minutes, have them join in, and we'll get started. What's up, brother?
What up, dude?
How are you, man?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, good. Happy Friday.
Happy fucking Friday.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Thank you so much for joining my artist series, man. I really appreciate your time
No worries.
and really looking forward to having a conversation with you. I started this series just to kind of get artists on here and start talking about the nightlife and living the house music lifestyle and just kind
Yeah.
of talking about ups and downs, our journeys, and so on and so forth. I've been in the game about 20 years and just
Damn.
time to give back to the community and share some stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's cool. I'm stoked. I watched a little bit of Lee's interview. That was good.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Yeah,
Despite
for sure.
technical difficulties there in the beginning, but we got
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't catch that part. I was just kind of skimming through it or whatever, but it looked good. It was good.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well, thank
man.
you for joining me, man.
Yeah, dude.
What have you been up to?
Not much. I'm just actually in the middle of like that whole getting ready for the weekend right now. We had dance classic on Wednesday, so that was kind of not. I don't usually have weekday shows, not that often, so that was kind of it's been a busy week for sure.
Oh yeah, and Joe's out of state now, right? He comes back every.
Yeah, he comes back every once in a while. Joe P's where he's in like the middle of nowhere, Oregon, Bend, I think, middle of the forest, hanging out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool though. No, I talked to him on the phone, and he's I think he's like doing some shows up there. He's gonna start doing some shows up there pretty soon, so that's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
So why don't
yeah,
you
man.
share a little bit about yourself and your journey, how you got started, and where you're at today?
Yeah, man. So I originally like started playing music when I was super young. I don't even know how old I was. I just know it was kind of in like elementary school, like band kid, started playing drums, and just kind of through middle school, through high school, was like always a band kid, always into going to shows around San Diego, like every kind of genre, punk shows, metal, ska, pop punk. I remember going to like rap and hip hop shows every once in a while, like when people would actually come through. But rap and hip hop's super rare in San Diego, so we don't usually get a lot of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, I started playing drums, and then I was in a band for a long time through high school. My buddy Kyle, I remember like this kid that I was friends with, Blake, came up to me because he was already in a band, and I was like, damn, dude, like I play drums. I'm trying to find like a guitar player, bass player, but everybody that I know is already like jamming with somebody. And he was like, "Oh, dude, I know this kid, Kyle Allen. He's in like my math class. He's like kind of nerdy kid though. Like, I don't know if you guys are like, I don't know. You just gotta try to talk to him. I don't really talk to him though. He's super quiet." And I was like, "So you've never even like, you just know the kid plays guitar, but you've never talked to him before?" He's like, "Yeah, but you should go talk to him." And then, dude, 2 albums, an EP, run on Warp Tour, and all the music stuff. 5 years, I think, 6 years we did it. So
Oh
it
yeah.
was good. Yeah, we were doing like just kind of a little bit ahead of its time, experimental, uh, rock, post-hardcore stuff. It was really good. It was really good. But everybody kind of just split their own ways, and then that's kind of when I just started taking on like producing, engineering work, studio stuff.
Oh yeah. You work with Music is for Lovers, right?
Yeah, I do like all the most, not all, but most of the mixing and mastering for the record label, like for our releases. Sometimes there's like a couple artists out there that want to still do their own mixing and mastering, so we will, depending on how it sounds or whatever, we'll take that on. But yeah, no, I've really enjoyed that. I've done quite a few like mixing and mastering for like private clients too, just other individuals and artists. So it's been really fun, and getting the chance to work other genres too, not always doing like house and tech house.
Oh yeah.
That's been cool. Yeah.
What are the largest disparities between band life and DJ producer life?
Um, Dude, you get to kind of do everything on your own is really nice. I think that's cool. Working with like 4 or 5 other people can be kind of have
challenge.
its moment. Yeah. I mean, maybe you guys don't always see eye to eye on what you want to do, whether that's like writing the music itself or even when it comes down to like merch or making album artwork or when you want to release the album, it's all that kind of stuff. And then you guys got to all agree on it or getting people to band practice on time or some people can't make band practice.
Yeah.
I also used to play drums, so it's like that's a thing in its own, having to lug around your drum cases and your cymbals and
Oh yeah.
dude,
Did you ever
yeah.
play?
What's that?
Did you ever play vinyl?
I never played on vinyl. No, I think I played a couple times at Lee's house, just like trying to learn. And I think I was able to beat match like twice out of the 2 million attempts.
Definitely a game changer on that one. That's how I
Yeah.
experienced band life, just lugging around those 50-pound backpacks and cases.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and I always used to try to like help out too. Like, there's definitely a couple other more lazy individuals than there are not. So I would always try to like help set up, whether it's my drum equipment or guitar stuff or whatever. But also like drum equipment is way more expensive than. I mean, it depends on what you're into, but I definitely spend
Right.
way more on drum equipment than I ever have on producing stuff. I guess my laptop is probably the most expensive thing.
So what got you into electronic music, house music?
I started raving like 2000 and I don't know, like 2006, 2007, I think. Yeah, just a buddy of mine in Claremont that I grew up with. He just was into it, and he was like all about just stuff I've never heard of before. Like the only thing I ever heard of with like electronic music was like Daft Punk, Fatboy Slim, Moby, and then Eminem came out with "It's Over, Nobody Listens to Techno," and it's like, what is even techno and house music when I was a kid at least. So, yeah, I think Deadmau5 was like it, like for me when he was before he was doing what he's kind of doing now, even before he did for lack of a better name with Rob Swire when he was doing kind of like his Orca, like really trancy, bigger sounding kind of electronic music. It was so fucking good, like all the early Deadmau5 stuff, and then I kind of got into like what I thought was hard style, and I remember I would call this genre hard style. I was like, yeah, I'm super into hard style, but it was actually techno, and I like didn't know what the actual fucking genre name of it was in a sense.
Funny.
But I was into like just kind of weird heavy stuff. I remember I was like really into Errol Alkin. Fake Blood was really cool. He's kind of not really doing stuff anymore, but Fake Blood was fucking sick back in the day. And then I think my first rave was Hard Haunted Mansion 2008. So that was like Fake Blood, Steve Aoki, Deadmau5, DJ AM, Busy P. Mr. Oizo had to bail. He didn't get his fucking visa. I was pretty pissed. And then they're like, "Oh, Mr. Oizo couldn't make it, but we got fucking Diplo." And it's like Diplo early days when he was first doing Mad Decent. So he's like, "Yeah, you guys need to check out my new record label, Mad Decent." And he was only playing Moombahton at the time too, like no other genre. It was pretty sick. It was pretty fucking cool, actually.
Hell yeah, hell yeah! I definitely love house music for the variety of genres that are out there. Like I said, I've been in the game for about 20 years now, and my sound and my style has definitely throughout that tenure, and it's really cool to be able to blend all these different genres together nowadays and really have a seamless sound.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool. Like some of the festivals like LIB or Desert Hearts or kind of whatever it is that you're into. Some of the festivals that really are just bringing every kind of different genre to
Yeah,
the game. That's fun because like I'll walk by a stage. I remember like me and Eric Diaz went to LIB one year, and we would just cruise. We didn't really have anybody we want to see in particular, and I just find myself at like a stage, drum and bass, a live band, like whatever it is, and it's sick. Sometimes you just find music that you didn't even know you were gonna run into.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so I'm about the multi-genre thing. I
yeah,
listen to probably more other genres in house.
my two favorite festivals are Dirty Bird Camp Out and the Desert Hearts Festival.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
I did Too Short at Dirty Bird. Like
yeah,
it's crazy.
yeah, that was an amazing set.
Yeah, and like nobody else really does that. So I think that's really
Have
cool.
have you played at either of those?
I played at Desert Hearts in 2019. I played Monday morning, the last one before the pandemic. I played, I think it was 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. I played after Cut Snake and right before DJ Dan did 10 to 12.
Hell
So
yeah.
that was sick. I played. Thank you. I played. Shout out Asen and chat, my homie Jesse. I played Dirty Bird Campout Bass Lodge. Like I was one of the first DJs to play on Friday night when we showed up
Hell yeah.
this past year. Yeah, it's pretty sick. So it was like their like right when they were wrapping up the main stage, they were doing like a straight up silent disco Bass Lodge after hours stage, and I was fucking tripped out because I was like, oh, it's cool. Like, it's a silent disco. It's not on the actual, like, sound system. But there were so many fucking kids. Like, you just see flood of lights. Can't even see people. You just see everybody's fucking headphones on. And it was
Hell
packed, dude. It was so fucking packed. I was tripped out. And I was, like, trying to pay attention, mixing in my headphones. It's kind of a bitch. So it's like, you know, trying to just figure out everything that's going on, making sure what you're doing is right. And like I remember like Susio comes up to me, he's like, dude, look up, and it's like all my fucking color and the Dirty Bird crowd. And I was like, damn, that's pretty
nice.
sick. Yeah. It was cool, man. I had a great time. Shout out Von Stroke and those guys for having me too. I wanted to play I wanted to play that camping. That looks pretty fun down there in Florida.
Wild. Some videos I've seen. Oh my God.
That looks fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Are you going to the festival this year? DH?
Which one? DH?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think so. Yeah, I think we're gonna go. We'll see what's up. I want to go out there. I want to check out the new venue and stuff, like Paris. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never like been out to Lake Paris. I've just always driven by it, going up and down the 15. But it looks fucking nice, man. It kind of looks like the LIB setup a little bit with the lake and all that shit.
Yeah, I'm excited to go.
Yeah, I think that lineup's gonna drop pretty soon too. Hopefully.
Good names on there for sure.
Yeah, I think so. I know I'm always fucking see. That's like what I'm like with that multi-genre thing. You never really know who you're gonna get. So that's pretty sick. Could get somebody totally random.
I on the brand name, you know, of the party to just, you know, they'll pull through for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Have they had? I don't even know if they've done any other like parties out there at Lake Paris like that. I don't.
No, I don't think so. Not
Yeah,
that
I don't think so either.
So,
Not like that.
so as you've been progressing through your career in music, obviously you've seen a lot. What have been your biggest ways to stay consistent and sustain your growth?
Damn. I don't. That's a tough one because I feel like I'm always trying to find ways to stay consistent and sustain. You know, I'm actually kind of in one of those like moments right now where I'm kind of trying to figure out what the fuck is next. You know, like I have some releases lined up. I have like Area 15 out in Vegas coming up. That's gonna be a really sick show. But I'm always trying to like figure out what is gonna just do the next thing or take me to that next sustainability moment. That's a milestone, I guess. I just kind of try to not get caught up in the thought of what am I not doing versus what I just can do.
Sure.
Like my controllables, I guess you could say. So I definitely make sure I try to not get lazy when it comes to producing. I try to stay consistent when it comes with like looking at who's releasing music or what new music is out, what kind of new music are people producing that I might be inspired by also. The live streams are doing really good. We do those Monday, you know, Mitch Dodge and Friends on Twitch on Mondays right now. That's going really good. What's up, Miss Worthy? Good to see you. Yeah. All right, Worthy killed it also at camping, dude.
I heard that too.
Fuck. Every time I've seen her play though, dude, like I've seen her at Desert Hearts too. That was like the first time I met her. It's so fucking sick. So good. Yeah. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm really trying to like stay motivated with music. I think one of the biggest things that really gets people like wrapped up in not like staying consistent or, you know, sustainability is getting too caught up in whatever it is other people are doing and why am I not playing this or why am I not doing that? And it's just, I think if you just kind of do those controllables like I'm talking about, you know, make sure you're staying busy with producing or learning more. If you don't think you know something, kind of being proactive on that. That's kind of what makes stuff happen with sustainability. Yeah.
On that because I've run for my career of why aren't I getting booked here or there or whatever. And then once I let go of that notion, I started getting booked gigs and things. It's like so counterintuitive.
Yeah,
it works.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, right? How that works. It's like if you just kind of do it and you just kind of work at it, things just kind of naturally happen. And I think that's really nice too when it does happen organically and naturally. That's always like the best feeling.
More fulfilling for sure.
Yeah. But I definitely have been trying to do more like, with the stream on Mondays. I'm not waiting for people or labels or things really as much anymore as I thought I used should have, or like leaning on them. I'm just trying to like still make sure I'm doing my own thing. Like we released merch like 2 years ago, Mitch Dodge shirts with like the little like UFO logo on it, and did everything DIY from the ground up, built our own website. Shout out my girl Brandy for like fucking helping me out with all that, or else that wouldn't have fucking happened, And we shipped all those out ourselves, packaged them all, and it was cool. It was great. We sold out of all of our shirts. So, it's kind of I think that's definitely key with sustainability, is kind of building your own house too,
Yeah.
not necessarily just depending on others to build that for you, or depending on just you to be branded with something else that somebody else has built. Um, yeah, we have more Mitch Dodge merch coming too. So I'll
Yeah.
make sure to send. I got to get you one.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I think Sasha Rabati was the one that kind of told me that. He like, we were talking last time he was in town. He said like, make sure to like definitely, uh, build your own house, and kind of get your own thing going too, because that's key with sustainability.
Yeah, I see that a lot with DH too, with the just building the community and
Hmm.
just making sure it's about the people and the music, not ego driven. Just
I
go out
totally.
there and play with your heart and show love with the community. That's a recipe for success for sure.
Yeah, I think so. And I've realized like the importance of community too, especially with like the live streams. We got like our own little Discord now for everybody that like chimes into the live streams, and our own little like Monday night crew. And that's even branched out a little bit too, because now the Discord isn't just the Monday night live stream crew. Now it's like other DJs that I've met from playing shows that want to like stay in touch, and they can share their music on the Discord, or to, connect with other people as well and network with them. A lot of them, if they're playing somewhere from out of town, they're saying, hey, I'm playing in fucking San Francisco, who's here? And then say, oh, hey, I'm in San Francisco. Like, I'll make sure to come out to your show. Like, that shit's pretty cool too. I've always liked bringing people together.
Yeah, I think
That's a
the
good
pandemic
feeling.
really helped. It either made or break. It either made or broke artists, and I think for the people that are action takers, I think the pandemic really helped uh, people find their niche and create their own sense of community with the live streams.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that were live streaming that aren't live streaming anymore. Like, I really would that I think it'd be so cool if Desert Hearts did like a one off, not even just a once a week, maybe just like a once a month. And yeah, no worries. You're very welcome for the raid. Also, that was fun. There was, I think, Dirty Bird. They haven't live streamed in a while. That'd be really cool to see Dirty Bird to come back and do something. I think maybe once it slows down, maybe like we'll see probably some Christmas streams. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah,
Holiday stuff.
festivals.
Right, once the summer dies down and everybody's done partying and shit. So yeah, and there's a lot of people too that fuck, man, there's people that don't like going to shows, and there's people that don't like being out late places, and like, but still want music and still want to socially interact, and it's fucking cool. I remember we would like, I was like, dude, I think we played that Desert Hearts City Hearts first stream. We went over to Lee's house. It was like me, Sucio Memo, and like we all were quarantined for fucking a couple weeks already, and it was finally
Uh,
like, all right, we're gonna do this fucking City Hearts live stream. You guys are opening it up, Suso, Mitch Dodge back to back, and I just remember like we got to Lee's house and fucking sent it, dude. Like we were just instantly started just party mode. So stoked to stream. Thousands of people tuned in. It was crazy, man. And
while
yeah,
I
that
following Lee's Vortex for a while, and uh, a couple times I stayed up all 12 hours or so, and
yeah.
damn thing.
Yeah, I mean that first stream was 24 hours. Like, or like they did that stream for 24 hours
Yeah,
straight, the City Hard stream. And I remember we stayed up at Lee's house. Um, and I remember I ended up staying at Lee's all night until the next morning. And I got up the next morning, and my girl and her friend Lindsay were here at the house, and it was still going. And it was time for Lugoski, Rybo, and Wyatt Marshall to do the Perkamaniacs, like back to back
oh,
six
yeah,
hour block. And I remember I was like still up, and I got gifted some mushrooms and we just went for it. And it was just like, how much fun can I have in my fucking living room, dude? That was really it. And it was awesome. And it just kind of made it seem like, holy shit, like this is possible, to even despite everything,
Yeah,
to
no,
kind of still feel that way with music.
fuck yeah. So with like all the late nights and things like that, and how do you maintain like your daily career and then your music career, and maintain that balance? There's a lot,
Um,
there's a lot of long days, and what
yeah,
are
dude.
some of the ways that you cope with being tired or overworked?
I have to balance that mindfully, and like staying, and like mindfulness is a big part of that for me. I'm a sucker when it comes to like peer pressure, or like,
Me too.
hey, you want to go? Hey, like, you guys want
Yeah.
to fucking go to my house? Like, yeah, for sure. Like, it's 2 a.m., but we're gonna go to fucking Susie's house anyways. And I know I got shit to do, and I know there's stuff probably that I should be doing instead. But I'm a sucker for like late nights and just good times with my friends. But there was definitely a point in my earlier career during quarantine, and when quarantine was wrapping up, and we were just kind of going full steam. Like I was definitely burning both ends way too hard. This is probably like summer of 2020, but like early 2020, 2019, it was just too much. So I
Yeah.
definitely have had those moments where I've had to stop, reset, kind of realize like, hey, slow down a little bit. And also realizing like that it's okay to do that for the people out there that just always have to be out, or think that they always have to be at every event or thing or after party. Like it's so okay to
Oh,
not.
I my wife and I had to actually have that little lesson a few months back, and we've excuse me, my dog is
Oh,
trying
it's all good.
to. We had to like really taper back and just reevaluate the amount of time that we spend out socially. And since we've tapered back, man, like just catching up on sleep and refocusing and reprioritizing has really just had a profound impact on my overall well-being, and
Sure.
really rededicated myself to music as well. I'm focusing a lot better at the style of music I play, the musics that I dig for, and I actually pay more attention to when I'm out playing around
Mm.
around and certain gigs and stuff. So it's really important to take a step back and take a breather once in a while, because the music's not going anywhere. It's going to be there when you get back.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. And I think everybody kind of realized that in quarantine too, like it's still there no matter what, or people that weren't able to go out, and there was other people that were already, seeing somebody in another country or another city already back to normal versus wherever they weren't being back to normal. Fuck, I can't imagine that feeling. Luckily San Diego was pretty proactive when it came to being back into music, so that was good. But um, yeah, man. I mean, I fucking definitely have had those moments of just needing to start over. Like one of my best friends died of a drug overdose in 2020, and that was like kind of it for me. That was really the big game changer too. So,
Top of the
uh,
pen.
yeah,
Wow.
thanks. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of it was wild. It was totally unexpected too. So that's like, I guess the like, if you really want to like a reason or a lesson, that would be it. And then I've become a fan of like early mornings, but not fucking because I'm still up. Like I like getting up early. It's really nice. I had all my blog stuff, most of my mastering. I just did a new remix for Doc Brown on his record label Unlearn Records, and
Oh yeah.
I was like 4 hours in the morning from like 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Fucking done. So I like early mornings, and going to bed early is okay. I got dogs. They want to go to bed by 8, 9 sometimes, and I'm cool with that. It's all good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been nice. It's been a nice change, and it's been like, it's not necessarily made me a better producer per se, or I get more shit done, but it's like on the mind and just like at ease of my life, and
The morning times are definitely like quieter, get a lot more clarity,
yeah.
and you're not bombarded with all the social expectations and phone calls and messages and so on and so forth. You actually have time to think and figure out what the hell you want to do.
Yeah, I really like doing the social media thing, like Twitter and stuff in the morning too early. It's kind of cool to just like read through shit, and not necessarily sitting there like wasting your time fucking reels and TikTok stuff, but actually like, I don't know, like reading articles or news or things going on in the world. I'm a big nerd, so anything space, anything fucking weird alien UFO phenomena stuff that's going on in the world, I'm sucked in instantly. So, you know, I usually do that. I like that kind of stuff in the morning too, just kind of doing my own thing. It's really nice. It's almost meditative in a sense.
So as a like we get more involved and integrated with social media, how has the growth of social media impacted play music or the way you're evolving as an artist? We have to worry about Instagram,
I know.
like all this bullshit, man. Like I
Yeah.
can't keep up with it all, man.
It's pretty rough, right? Like it's kind of takes a toll on a lot of people, and I think a lot of people, I definitely know and think there's probably quite a few people that think they either can't do it or give up because of it,
Yeah.
because they see like so and so on a reel got that blue check mark, fucking killing it, playing every show, you know. But then you got a homeboy that's got 900 followers that's probably making just as good music, if not better, in his bedroom.
Yeah.
And it sucks. But that's kind of goes back to what I was saying about like, you gotta not care, I guess, about other people's success. And I guess learn to celebrate it, even if it's moments of you just wanting to be like, fuck that guy that made his fame off of a reel, you know, a 30-second reel. But it's everybody gets their own opportunity and everybody gets their own like pathway to whatever success it is that they want to be known for. I think some things with like the social media fame and the social media clout is like one thing I kind of don't want to be known for in a sense.
Yeah.
So I'm
Makes
cool
sense.
not, yeah, I'm kind of cool not like being verified yet on Instagram or having a shit ton of followers, or, you know, sometimes I'll post something and it's like not a single fucking person commented besides the guy that's like, hey, promoted on this channel. And I'm like, oh, sick, fuck me, you know, like nobody really gives a shit about what I'm posting, but you cannot do that. Like that will kill you as far as like, yeah, but that can come with like ego death, you know, also, you know, kind of getting over any type of ego or, you know, in that internal ego as well.
Yeah, I really want to acknowledge what you said a couple minutes ago about just being grateful for other people's success. I think it's very hard in our community.
Yeah.
And what you said is very important for other people to hear. It's very important to express gratitude to other artists and show your love and support, because at some point you're going to need their love and support as well. And it only promotes the love of music. You know, there's no reason why there's not enough fun to go around with music.
Yeah, and I think there's like a fine line between like, you know, really kissing someone's ass and showing them gratitude as well. Like you don't have to like, I'm not saying go, you know, definitely don't be that guy, but I think I think too, whether people want to say it or not, when somebody sees somebody post or say something publicly on social media or whatever about like complaining about why they're not playing a show or complaining about why they didn't get signed, like that is not gonna get you very far. But the like comment, yeah. So, and some people, and a lot of people, probably including myself, for fucking sure, has had to have at one point in time learned that the hard way. So,
Yeah, like
yeah, and it comes with age, I think too. It comes with wisdom. I'm 32 now. I definitely find myself chilling out a little bit going into my 30s. You know, I'm not as reactive as I used to be. So that's nice. I think that's really cool. I just wish I would have fucking learned that earlier when I was maybe in my 20s. You know, that might have helped me out along the way.
yeah.
But it's all good. I think so. I think, you know, posting, if you see something that's fucking cool for somebody, man, it doesn't take a long time to just say, dude, congrats in the comments and like that dude's picture. You know, like what is it? There's more. It takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile or whatever. It's the same shit. Yeah.
So aside from that, what's one thing in the scene that you'd like to see improve?
Dude, you know what? The last interview I did like this was on Scarlett. Scarlett Letter, the radio show she did at SCSU. She asked me this like big ass question about the scene, and yours I like because yours is kind of like, give me like one thing. Hers is pretty open, like, dude, like what would you know what would you like to improve? And I just don't like. I'm such a like. I thank you anybody that's ever appreciated my music. Say that I do a lot for the scene, especially in San Diego. That I've done a lot. But I also think that like, I don't know if I can answer that because I'm just such a small speck in the bigger picture. So I guess I have my personal opinions about things that I would like to see change. I guess I think the social media thing might be maybe beneficial if we kind of just took away the, hey, let's not focus on signing or getting
Sure.
somebody up there just because of their fucking likes and followers. Like, let's go back to the music a little bit. But shit changes, shit's gonna change over time. Everything
Yeah.
in life changes. It's not always gonna be the same. So who knows what the fuck is gonna be next?
Yeah, no
You
doubt.
know? I don't know. You got Kanye West releasing Donda 2 on a fucking MP3 player that you have to buy for like $200, and that's the only way you can listen to it. So I don't, we should get
Ah,
sand discs and we'll put our mixes on them, Aaron, and that's the only way you can hear our fucking mixes, dude.
there you go.
Yeah.
Just slide them in the cardboard like office.
Or like they have those what were those fucking things where like you get like the mini clip like little like disc thing and you put it in the player but it's only one fucking song. It was kind of geared for kids back in the day.
Oh
But like
yeah, I think my
yeah,
kids had one.
yeah. You get like this little like fucking SD card chip, you put it in there and it would just play that Britney song or whatever. Who knows, dude? Who knows?
Well, a handful of years ago, U2 put their whole album on your iPhone.
I fucking totally remember that because I remember I was so pissed, dude. I'm not a YouTube fan. I am not like I feel kind of bad for Bono too. Like he actually I read an article on it's kind of funny you bring that up. I just read early morning reading on Rolling Stone about Bono like years later reflecting on that and like probably wasn't a good move. Like he actually kind of doesn't think it was the best move
Of course,
now. And yeah, and he also isn't really stoked on a lot of the music they've released over the past couple of times. And I kind of feel bad because they fucking kicked ass back in the day, 80s, different era, but
yeah, for sure.
yeah, kind of fucking feel bad, dude. But he'll forever be known as that fucking album on iTunes.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
No. So who are you following these days? Who's like a couple of your favorite artists that you just like you got to go check them out all the time on Beatport or wherever you find music? Who do you like?
Dude, I'm really into man, Seth Troxler has been doing weird ass shit lately. That's really good, like weird remixes and kind of random. What up, Marcos? Shout out one of my best friends, Marcos. Seth Troxler's been doing these weird one-offs, like remixes and collabs that have been really fucking good. He did one that was on the Harvard Bass album. He did a remix for Harvard Bass on the album that was pretty good. There's a new one also that I've been playing from him that is a collab with somebody else that's really good as well. But him, I know Lubelski is just killing it. Like Lubelski's got so much music out, and especially after that full length album too.
I heard his camping stuff was very experimental and out there. And, I heard awesome things about that.
Yeah, and that's really cool. I mean, fuck yeah. See, like I'm down with that. Like weird, just do whatever you want. I think Lubelski's a pretty good definition of just doing that and not really giving a fuck about what everybody else is doing.
Yeah. I'll play a track. He definitely has his own sound. I actually play when I play some of his tracks. My wife will say, "Is this Lubelski?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I knew it."
Yeah, he's starting to definitely like he has his own sound for sure. Dylan Martinez, Dylan Martinez is killing it. He's had a couple tracks on Dirty Bird that I've really liked that I play quite often. Yeah. 96 Vibe, Fully. Some of the new shit I just played at AC Lounge was like, I don't even know. Bruno Furlan just had a 2-track EP that was pretty good. So just kind of all over the place. But some of the, like, I feel like some of the newer stuff I find sometimes is like by people I've also never played before. Like this guy, Ramin Rizé. Like he has this track Vibes in. I've never heard of that dude before in my life. Sick ass track.
You get into any minimal?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I like Bison Lopez. He's one of my favorites.
Big time. I'm actually homies with fucking Homeboys out of Detroit. God, I forget what their fucking name is that they go by. I feel so bad that I'm actually like blanking on their name right now. But a lot of the times that I play at Firehouse or some of the other places that I play around San Diego, I'll usually play shit from them. Hart and Neenan is like really good. Anything Dennis Cruz is so fucking fire always. Like Dennis Cruz kills it.
That hood track is fire.
That shit's awesome. Yeah,
I
so
heard that.
that's
What the fuck is that?
yeah, man. Niles and Shepherd.
Oh,
Those are my
Niles is
homies.
good.
Niles and Shepherd. Those are my
Yeah.
homies out back east. Yeah, they fucking kill it, dude. And I actually linked up with them through Justin Martin because they know him, and I'm a homie of Justin now, which is fucking insane because I'm just such a fan of his production and his music. So he actually played one of my tracks this unreleased track that I just wrapped up. He played it on his live stream a couple weeks ago, and I just was like,
What's it like
floored.
when you hear artists playing your stuff?
I had like my first experience of that, I think, at City Hearts Festival in LA when Lee was just dropping a couple of my tracks just back to back, and like it's fucking awesome. But nobody around you knows at all, and so
You're
I'm just like standing there, and I'm like, yeah. And then I like looked at Orion, and I'm hitting it. I'm like, dude, that's my fucking track. And he was stoked to know that too, so he like made it a big deal. But also, there's been times where I've seen people play shit and like I'm not saying shit because I also never get to fucking hear in the audience my own tracks mostly because I'm playing them. So like yeah, in the headphones and in the booth it sounds sick, but actually out like how does it
yeah, yeah.
sound 100 feet back in the middle or to the left or whatever, you know?
Hell yeah. I
Yeah.
also went to Halcyon a couple weeks or last weekend for Mihaila Safras and Escuche. And
Dude, fuck, you went to that relief tour.
yeah, it was badass. And before
Damn.
they came out, I showed up around 6 or 7, and they had a thing called Headroom, which is basically a 2-hour happy hour block of time where producers submit their tracks and they get selected. They call you in and they go through each person's track one at a time. So each person gets to play one track. So there's like 20 artists there. And towards the end, Mahalis and Escuche were there just kicking it and having conversations with everybody. It was fucking legit.
That's insane, dude. That's cool as fuck.
It was a great experience to actually just like be there and just chill and hang amongst some of the San Francisco Bay Area artists and I went with my boy Tone
Cool.
from
Tone
Household.
Troy?
What's that?
Tone Troy?
No, Tone Rangoli from Household Digital.
Okay. I don't know. Not familiar.
Yeah, we went out there and he showed one of his tracks that's releasing on his labels and yeah,
Oh,
it was
cool.
to hang out with all the producers and they talk 30 seconds before each of their tracks and they basically say like what DAW they used, what their inspiration was, how they layered and sequenced the track, and really
Oh,
in-depth overview of like the artist's process and their thought process and how they produce the tracks. It was
dude,
very
that's fucking crazy. That's cool.
yeah. They have it
I've
like
never
once.
heard of that. Oh, okay. Halcyon?
It's Halcyon, yeah, in San
Yeah.
Francisco.
Fuck, that's crazy, dude. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I thought
I don't know why San Diego or like more cities don't do like producer meetups.
they should.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they should. I think somebody tried to do it like here before in San Diego once, but I don't think a lot of people went. I think people are weird like when it comes to that shit, you know.
Yeah,
You're just kind
Sacramento
of like
we have one called QU and my boy Dick Jesus right there, Rich. He does
yeah.
it, and it's cool. It's on a smaller scale,
Yeah.
but it gives you that opportunity to actually hear your track outside of the DJ booth, so to
Sure.
speak.
We did
Not
have
full club, but at least you get to be on the outside.
my buddy Chris and Shane Weber at Spin, the dudes that run Spin Sound. They for a little while before quarantine, there's a couple times where they were like, "Hey, if you guys want to come to Spin, like we're just like setting some shit up," but we were actually able to test run and just like hear tracks we were working on there in the club with nobody there. It was fucking awesome. It's totally
Yeah.
different. Changes the whole thing.
Spin has got to be one of my favorite clubs down in SD.
Yeah, Spin's kind of like I went there. What did I go to? I went to Marbs' birthday with Marbs and DJ
Yeah,
Joe and Memo. Yeah. Oh
perfect.
yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, right. I saw you. That was cool. That was a fucking fun time. And like Spin's got such an awesome sound system. And then we played 2 weeks before that. Me and Susio did like a one off and just like playing that room again, playing that sound system. It was fucking packed. It was so much fun, dude. I get so hyped too. Like the energy off of it is so good. It's nice.
Fuck yeah. That
Yeah.
sounds just fucking fire.
The sound system is really fucking good. Yeah, that place and Bang Bang is probably my two favorite sound systems. Bang Bang is so clean, dude.
I
I
didn't get
absolutely love Bang Bang.
that night, but that's definitely on my list for my next visit down there.
Yeah, Bang Bang's sick, man. They've been having some killer bookings come through. They also did that like cuff boat party with Clyde P and me and Edge and Dance like a couple weeks ago. That's fucking crazy. I didn't
Oh
get a
yeah.
chance to go, but like I don't know, that's pretty sick. That's a sick boat party.
Oh yeah. What's on your agenda the next 6 months or so?
Dude, I gotta do. We're gonna do the Vegas show, and I think that's gonna be really fucking fun at Area 15. I'm really excited to go out there and play that. There's two of my good friends from Vegas. Korsky and Flash Gang are also like direct support for it, so it's gonna be fucking fun, man. I'm really excited to go. I think like there's been I haven't really seen like my photo and name on like a fucking flyer like that, kind of headlining. So for me, it's kind of a milestone, especially in another city like that.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, no, so we're definitely gonna celebrate, and we have I have a lot of remixes coming out this year. I'm doing a lot of remixes. I'm not even doing like my own EP really. I don't think this year. I don't think I'm gonna do. I might do a couple singles or maybe like I have a couple compilation releases on Box of Cats coming out.
Oh yeah.
Holy moly! But then I'm doing that Doc Brown remix for his new label Unlearn. I'm working on a remix right now for Tommy Sunshine for his label Brooklyn Fire. Um, and then Ghetto Blaster, I did a remix for their new label Aliens on Mushrooms. So I'm excited for the remix stuff. I think remixes are fun. I really like doing remixes.
I out on Artichokes Are Yellow probably the next 1 or 2 months, and
Oh,
then
sick!
I'm gonna hit back on the production trail here in a
Shout out
little.
Two Tails, man.
What's that?
Shout out Two Tails, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, they're killer,
Oh yeah.
dude.
Right on.
That's like a very good example. Them and Artichokes Are Yellow and like his live stream. That is a really good example of building your own house and that whole sustainability thing.
Yep. Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Well, hey,
Good Neighbors. Good Neighbors got Artichokes Are Yellow tracks too. Fuck yeah, that's right.
what guys? Thanks for jumping in.
Hell yeah.
Well, Mitch, we're wrapping up here. So, what's one thing that you can leave the audience with to inspire them to continue?
Man, I don't know. I guess like, dude, enjoy like don't sweat the small stuff and like always look at the goods over the bads, like so many more days are usually good than they are bad. And I think a lot of people have a big expectation for the end result, but they don't enjoy the journey enough along the way. And I think the ride and the journey has been so much more pleasant than sometimes the end result. The milestone is just that gold medal, but it's
Yep.
really like all the training you did to get there and all the work that you did to get there afterwards that really fucking makes it special. And a lot of that training and a lot of that work have been those like moments with friends, moments with other producers in the studio, like those after parties or those shows that you fucking play, other artists playing your track, I got a message from my friend Emily in Arizona, and Mikey Lyon was playing one of my new tracks like live, like
That's
in Arizona, they're just shit like that. That's really those are those moments that count. So I guess like enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. It's fucking cool.
Yeah. To summarize
So
that, a saying I like to use is marry the process, divorce the outcome.
oh, that's fucking awesome. That's great, and that's great advice. There's
Being-
a there's lyrics. There's lyrics from a band that I like called The Garden, and it's like the chorus to their song. And this is when I really started thinking this way. Was the lyrics are like, "It's not the destination that's meant for me; it's the journey I take to get there." And I was just like, "Fuck yeah, man!"
Oh yeah, that's super powerful.
Yeah, and it's a punk song. It's fucking pretty cool. So like, yeah, it's kind of philosophically punk. So I was like, "That's cool."
Well, hell yeah, Mitch. Thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to chat with you. Thank you again, and looking
Dude.
forward to meeting up with you again soon.
Yeah, man, hit me up next time you're down here, and thank you so much for having me. I fucking appreciate it a lot. Really, thank you. And thank you for everybody that tuned in and everybody that hung out with us. That was cool.
Yes, thank you all for joining in. You have a great weekend, brother.
Thanks. You too, brother. Talk to you soon.